No fewer than 3 farmers in the Iwajowa local government area of Oyo State were killed on Friday. The source told Sahara reporters that the farmers were killed while returning home from the market. Sahara reporters learned that 2 of the farmers, who were not Nigerians, had gone to Budo Musa to buy a ram for the christening of the baby of one of the victims, but were attacked on their way home from the market. The source said one of them lost his life during the attack while the other escaped with injuries. It was gathered that the lucky victim was receiving treatment in an undisclosed hospital in the area as at the time of filing this report. 2 Jukus, foreigners, went to Budo Musa to buy ram for a naming ceremony christening of a baby, but on their way back, they were attacked by 4 armed men suspected to be herdsmen. One of the foreigners lost his life during the attack while the other escaped with injuries, the source said. In another development, a correspondent learned that gunmen suspected to be herdsmen killed 2 farmers on their farms in the local government area. Sahara reporters gathered that there were indications that the 2 victims struggled with the herdsmen before they were shot dead. The source urged the government to find a lasting solution to farmers and herders clashes, saying, does these people realize they are killing us on our soil? Tell the government. I think the government is beginning to get the handwriting, because just like what Garba Shehu said, that they will no longer tolerate all these herdsmen moving from places to places. Whether they are going to um, adhere to that or they are going to implement that is a different thing entirely, because I don't know why they are just waking up now, because when the whole thing was really hot, when the thing was really at the top, at its peak, they never said anything. Now they are beginning to see the handwriting on the wall, because people are beginning to uh, protect themselves, and now they are not saying, oh, they will not tolerate it. So what were you looking at before? What were you thinking before when people were talking about this? You think because it's not affecting you people. The reason why you are waking up to your responsibility now, we don't even want to know. But the most important thing, let the needful be done. If you are going to do it, if they are ready to do it, they will do it. If they are not ready to do it, you see that everything will continue to linger. The question is that what are the state governors, what are they doing? At least the governors should be able to take it. They should be able to take it from there. Because if the governors themselves are serious about this whole thing, we're always talking about Buhari because these governors are all working under him. He's their boss. So if the people of the state are now calling on Buhari, of course they have to call him, but they are leaving the people who are representing their immediate representatives, the governors and the so-called lawmakers. You are leaving them and you are calling somebody who you're supposed to, your own immediate elected representatives supposed to be calling on Buhari. What are they doing? They are supposed to take it serious. The so-called governors, it's been happening in all the states. What have they done? Nothing. Is the same story. So this is really unfortunate, really unfortunate. People's life are just being taken on a daily basis without any form of protection from anybody. Those Yorubas will not retaliate to Fiakwa. If you ask them, they will say they tackle all issues with diplomacy. Oh yeah, now you guys go to North and beg them to stop killing you people. Go and arrest those bandits that killed your traditional ruler first before you can have the audacity to come here to abuse Yoruba cowards. Okay, you are too tribalistic and envious. No spoker, find solutions to your region's issue with Fulani Rdsmen. Don't come here to comment. The people of that area should revenge immediately on them before it is too late. The use of herders and farmers clash is so annoying. Why not say it is the way? Why not say it the way it is? That armed Fulanis are killing farmers all over. If these Fulanis were to be from another tribe, would they have existed till today? Do they know that? Do they know about the killers? How many of them have ever been arrested or even warned not to kill again? Above all, who gave them the guns, and does government know about this? This is unfair. My Yoruba brothers and sisters, please stop fighting Biafrans. As you can see, what the Fulani herdsmen will do to your lands. Arise, Ududua Republic. The government should please arise to help us. Call it, who are the people? If the government is ready to do anything, these people wouldn't have even come in the first place. They wouldn't have even tried it in the first place. You see that we'll just hear this. We will not hear that the so-called suspected elders will be arrested. They will not be arrested. You won't hear anything about it. Please keep waiting for their help. It will soon come. Who is the government and are the Fulani killers? I trust Yorubas they will sit down look until one chief among them becomes a victim. Then their newspaper would talk blah blah blah, including their ceremonial kankanfo and togri. That is the end. Okay. Some people are funny. What is happening in the east is far worse than this. And for those people reporting Fulani Esme farmer clash, they must be sincere. What we have is Fulani terrorist invasion, and Yoruba must rise up and defend Ududua land. You know, one thing, people who are always talking about Southeast, that what is happening there, you can see what they are doing. You see, they are always talking about it. Yes, it's happening, but they are not keeping quiet. It's happening, and they are still talking. They are still acting. So what are we talking about? Unlike, people will just be saying you are using diplomacy. What are you doing? That is the issue. You see that they give it back to their so-called leaders. And when they see that these guys are not ready, you see that on their own they form it. They are not waiting for any form of a setting up committee here and there. So a situation whereby things are happening, nobody is talking, everybody just does side, everybody just keeping quiet. No, that is not the way it is. Unfortunately, those who are going to be victims, they will have a better story to tell, especially their family members. That's what we are talking about. Because if everybody should come together and speak in one voice, in one language, I think all these things would have been reduced to the barest minimum. So that is just the way it is. It's not as if maybe people are trying to say, oh, things are not happening in their own side. It's happening, and they are talking, and they are giving it, they are criticizing and talking to their leaders. But what do we have in the Southwest? Nothing. Everybody just keep quiet. Respect, respect. Well, but where is Amotekun in Oyo State? Where is Amotekun? That's a big question. Where is Amotekun? So communities are stupid in Yoruba land. Instead of them to rise and kill the Esme, they will be making noise. Have they asked themselves why the Esme cannot enter some towns even in Oyo State? It is because they dealt decisively with the Esme in the past and they can still do it. Really? Mhm. Why do you establish Amotekun, or what do you call it? 60% of Amotekun should go to Okeogun area. There's no government in Nigeria. Yoruba people with their mouth makers, you don't finish. Abi, ESN has come to stay in the eastern Nigeria because we innocent citizens will not continue to entertain this type of nasty and unacceptable news again. Never. My condolences to innocent families who lost their loved ones to these unjust protected hoodlums called herdsmen. The Yoruba nation has sold their birthright to Hausa and Fulani due to greed and selfishness on the part of their leaders. Their mothers, children, and wives will continue to be raped, and their weaklings husbands will be slaughtered like ram. Oh my goodness. It is unfair.